Ah, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony. How about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip. Now tell me, Traveler in Paimon, have you heard of the Nodcry Trade Expo?
Nope.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant black market. With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So this place began to attract business from all over Teyvat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Nodcry Trade Expo was born.
So, is it like a business convention?
In a sense, it's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Teyvat. Yes, the Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections. Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping hand.
Oh, so that's where the Traveler comes in.
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in? Good instincts. I do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Nodcry Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the Guild does have one line that is not to be crossed. I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch. No violence at the expo. The Guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance.
Violence? Whoa! That wasn't even on Paimon's radar! Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh?
If that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos. Of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So if you ever want my judgment on the matter, just come find me. The expo is being held on the shoreline to the southeast of Nasha Town. Yehoda is working on setting up the booths as we speak. She'll be able to provide details on the participants, all right?
Yep, we got...
If you find yourself in a tricky
This is where Nefer said the expo should be.
Let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time, please. Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehuda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry. We're not here to pile more work on you.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a...
Never asked us to handle...
let me think. Oh, right. There are still at least, I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehuda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
Looks like Yehuda's doing her freaking out face again.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Let's start with the basics then. What does participant coordination involve? Exactly.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Ino, but as for the other 2, they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them, okay?
Hey, the Traveler's got this. What's the worst that could happen?
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides, 100% a no-go. If something goes wrong, let's hope that's a big if, don't engage. Just tell him you work for Boss Neff.
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right? Leave the Merc Captain and Gangster Buzz to us.
Oh, lifesavers, the both of you. Not cry hot dogs are on me later, I promise. And whatever else you want. Anyway, I'm guessing the 2 sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging or cargo. You should be able to find them at these addresses. I'd get over there pronto if I were you. People like that don't take well to be kept waiting. Oh, and tell Ino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location. If she doesn't come claim it, the other participants are gonna start asking questions.
Wait, is this?
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet. The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyun Stone Forest.
Beidou! The infamous merc captain who sails the high seas!
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat. Ah, I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to trade.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look.
What is it?
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved models. It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances. I just know people are gonna be fighting to get their hands on it.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Millileth's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Teyvat will be in attendance, after all.
Yelan?
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yelan was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yelan?
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beidou was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, traveler. If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium. The sensitive kind.
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions, doesn't it?
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
All right, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
So, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot. When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill, you'll love it.
The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out lodging first.
Partner, Paimon.
Navia! It's been forever!
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
Is that my new nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you! We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know, goods verification.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clorand and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clorand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine, the last thing we need is for something to happen to its president.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on, look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as my bodyguard.
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it! Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chevreuse?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Nodcry.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing! What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Numa and Usia energy in battle.
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chevreuse feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
Well, ready to head over to the venue?
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shopping in as well. Wow, it's even bigger than I expected. I'm hoping more people will show up, though.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clorand and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth when you get a chance.
It all adds up.
Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack defense bots.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait! So Aino is actually actually gonna trade one of her bots?
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Oh! So, are you guys ready to head over then? Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds. As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
Alright, done. Thwack and whack defense bots, do me proud.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know.
Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind. I just know it.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you two?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, Aino. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, good point. The 3 participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Hey, what was that for?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us. A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. I've been wanting to talk tough like that for
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not
What's that supposed
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging and guess what? Turns out obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I miss one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter?
Hey, we earned our place fair and square. So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the never guard.
Wow, he's lucky he decided to run off, or... Thanks a million, miss!
All in a day's work. Anyway,
Auntie! Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry. I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me. I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
all right. Ash, you get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world. And you're letting the kids use it to sell... toys? And no one else would even entertain that idea.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have to sell weapons.
No, but... most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike...
Ati, Neb, Rhea.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose?
fair
In any case,
enough.
I understand.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing?
Really?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it.
Wow! Way to step up, Yehoda!
I'm just looking out for some kids.
Relax!
Wow, already?
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, every...
Whoa! There are so... Should we take a look around? Or... Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Ineffa's goods are selling. Let's go check!
Excuse me. According to the expo announced just now, as Aino was about to return to the workshop, my database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation.
Unofficial ties, huh?
Come with me.
A device that uses Numa and Ducia energies in battle. With that kind of tech,
And what about this thing?
the Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case,
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Elon? Chevrolet? What are you doing here?
Traveler. Paimon.
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after this.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this, but now that I appear to have gained an unexpected partner, I suppose I might as well explain. I trust you, Traveler, and Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid further misunderstandings.
Agreed.
Miss Chevras and I seem to be here in Nodcry to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off, so that's where Navia comes in. I assume it's the same situation with Captain Beto?
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes, there's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Nefer's golden rule?
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're doing.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she anticipated this from the start. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Fine.
You here? Turns out, we actually do need your help with something.
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another.
And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted her enough to tell her the truth about our plans. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing she would do is bring us here.
How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, We've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent operation.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from. And it pointed right to the Nodcry Trade Expo.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo.
All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches.
You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this. Maybe the...
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere.
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all—
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, Traveler. In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything that goes down. When this is all over,
Looks like we'll be working together.
This whole negotiation really
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in.
Wow! Can this...
It does launch and blast things, but it's
But how does it stay on target?
it uses a remote guidance system.
Can I give it a...
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even—
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two!
Paimon thought you were here for some... You know...
What? No, of course not.
I'm sorry. Are these three
Oh, do we have to?
Ah, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them.
No, we've...
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the
How much would it cost?
not a single Mora.
Really?
Your vessel.
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up— If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see it.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just...
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more...
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can...
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this...
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll...
Smart.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear that if something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened. And whoever is behind this...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel...
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, and the problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but That would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they having a
They're both experts in this sort of thing.
Don't worry. I think they're getting a.
A successful collaboration requires trust. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy,
Yes, I appreciate the
See? Like two?
Traveler, you should come.
The travelers?
Then you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he try.
There he is!
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough...
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still...
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying...
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents!
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. Trying. Nope, not this way. Had enough? Then turn around! Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day! Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough?
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor.
What?
Yeah, I know, but
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina Di...
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Yes, that means the operation was a success!
So far. Once we get someone to...
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the...
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about if you feel like it's...
Excuse me? Are you the traveler?
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I don't...
Now let's get a move on!
either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side. Get it?
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
What happened?
You're here!
A theft?
You're asking me! The guild has...
Beto? Wait, that...
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes, but when I came to check on things just...
And each ballista is super...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse.
The guild will make sure of that. Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehuda...
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got... It seemed like he was interested in them too. Because ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that. But...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild...
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like... If he's a tech guy... Those failsafes I mentioned might...
So, this just went from...
Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to... Why don't you take these kids to the cure...
Got it.
Hold up.
No, of course not, but... how do we explain...
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
I guess we're on...
Take these kids to the curator.
Will do.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction.
It's all still up in the air right now.
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nagcry not too long ago.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just... About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological... Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood... But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed none of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo...
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphaned.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashford, no matter what happened back, sure, he's good at building.
I'm sorry. All we can do is...
So, what's your...
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and... But... If Ashvapati...
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the Special Patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan.
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much, Ray.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashvapati. Come on, let's go.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in it.
Absolutely. You just need to trust...
Yeah, we've got this. My crew...
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some. So, I chose a few promising young...
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo.
We know. It's just...
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work...
He's been gone for... But if that's true, then... That means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past, too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person? That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people. Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to... In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place. Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that? How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan, then you can ask him your...
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable.
Regardless, it's a promise.
Then, let's all do our...
The moon is barely visible.
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. These records look suspicious.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very...
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? The one time they slipped up.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here.
So...
Unless it wasn't a...
No. Almost like he let us...
Hey! There's a...
Look at how it's positioned.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than...
Let's keep going. Search the area.
Strange.
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does...
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
This situation seems more complicated.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead. That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, it all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to... Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your can. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara War research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water, we don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kashara scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give him something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up. Don't rush me.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their face.
Send the gem?
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else...
Because I knew better than to be stubborn.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up...
I heard they joined another band of Eremites.
Chief, should we drive them off?
I'd like to see you try.
Leave them be. So all that matters.
At the time, I didn't think much of it, and so normal life continued. I often, as far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the but I was able to design somehow.
Hope you don't mind me asking.
I do mind, actually.
Rumor is you used to be a reason.
What do you want?
I wanted the rules and red tape that got you kicked out. But what if...
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get... We've always had a...
You want to...
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to...
I don't know.
I understand what you're... These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your choice. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased. So, your cash is king. That's...
Fine.
I'm done.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and...
An accomplice.
Can't you sell more than just weapons?
If you want to make the big mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it...
What was that? No. Kaem was it? How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies.
You sold weapons to his enemy.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first. I didn't chase after, but once the weapons I designed were turned against us in the end. Despite... And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since. This confession, I know I'm it back then.
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us.
He even lured us to Nodcroft.
I think I know what he's planning.
Then we need to find him.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap.
The meeting will be
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senegem.
How did you find this place?
All these years.
Useless bunch of idiots.
Oh, I think that might...
No. There's no way the cops could have...
Unless, of course, someone deliberately... If they hadn't taken your aid...
So now what?
No. The authorities can have your men. But your...
Is that for Tui Tech? Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years.
After everything that happened, what makes you think
Because what's the alternative? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were... What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before... In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a
lowlife? You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist.
Are you...
Clearly there's no reasoning with you, but if you want me...
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me.
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you.
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news.
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will...
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them.
What is it you feel you need to atone for?
You're from Liyue, right? Surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me? I chose...
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intercept! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
A fireworks show? Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business!
I never imagined the Guizhong Ballista could be used for something.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions.
Of course. You'll.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their head. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story.
What do you think they... Great! Everyone's in one place!
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise...
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy...
Is that an official confession?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return...
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly.
Uncle Ashpapati.
They told us the whole story.
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as
Looks like you're free.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me...
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. I actually consider the desert my home too. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story, the Sumeru of today, is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where...
I'm flattered, really. Sure. We could put up a few tents and call it a settlement.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales.
Sure can.
Huh?
Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone, created by none, simply planted in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even...
What the...
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on... Needless to say, I could have found far...
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed.
Deal!
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
If you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first floor will be able to see you. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantees that everyone attending the expo will notice you guys at some point. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you.
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it.
Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity to the teapot. By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea of a fair trade?
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider. What's going on? Yehoda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your booth and all, could you possibly lend me some technical support? Please?
Technical support?
This year's expo is way bigger than ever before, which means there's definitely gonna be more shenanigans going down too. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager, I need something I can fall back on in case the you-know-what hits the fan.
Let me think. If things escalated that far, shouldn't it?
Well, yes, technically speaking. Remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some... Now, obviously, they don't have the problem is, I'm not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Yehoda, you sure know how to make life harder for yourself.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we need to be smart about this. Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
Agreed. This option meets Yehoda's requirement.
The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
This little guy right here. I made it to activate the switch. You just need to give him 3...
Really? So what actually happens?
You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once. So you...
Okay, cool. It's her! The boss of the Spina di Rosula!
Huh?
Uh-oh, things are about to kick off.
What are you worried about, Yehoda?
Shh! Don't you see him over there? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor is, she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her father with her own hands. Oh, we don't want to get on her bad side. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the 2 of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like they wound up meeting in the end, though. You don't think they're butting heads already, do you? What am I gonna do?
Hey guys! What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon. Partner?
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelists of the court of Fontaine. Thought I'd make some friends since the opportunity's presenting itself. Plus, now that the travelers arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well, I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about.
These people are your friends. How is that even possible? Oh, it's Lord Songima Bay! Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello! Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about. Complaints? Every single mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just, could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songema Bay, for me, please. How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain.
Works for me, I guess.
Have you been to the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop's booth yet? With everything Uncle's taught me, I bet I could build one of those thwack and smack defense bots. We should buy a blueprint.
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have fun.
Guys, please don't fight.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo looking to buy toys. If you make any mora here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. I doubt it'll even cover your new clothes.
Oh, hi Yehoda. Hi, Traveler.
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's fine, but you need to be extremely careful when talking to any strangers. Okay? A lot of crazy people show up to this expo, both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of. So if anything happens, don't try to deal with it yourselves. Call for me right away. You got that?
Yehoda's really serious about looking out for these kids.
Well, it's kinda my job. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble, you can bet they'll start with the weakest target.
watch out, do you, Hoda?
Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you three! What are you doing here? There should be at least one of you manning the booth at all times.
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally,
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare!
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop fighting!
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I'm afraid I couldn't allow it. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind off things, but it doesn't seem to help anymore.
Exactly! But what can I do? I'll never be able to afford one of your blueprints.
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys for one of mine.
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am! Is it ma'am, or...?
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Huh, that was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Aino?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job. Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for, but still.
previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay, I'm slowly starting to get why Boss Neff asked you to help me out.
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there something you needed from me?
Nope, just checking in. You're just selling a few ordinary items, is that right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year, so why not?
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items don't have to fetch an ordinary price, you know? I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their hidden value.
Cool. Well, you do you. I'm certainly not gonna stop you.
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. The ones you see here are just for decoration. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of Box of Marvels should the opportunity arise later.
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that Viswava?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd be some big names here.
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint. We've received word that the muskets you're selling are a few shots away from turning into scrap.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks?
Code?
Yeah. Sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low, so they dress it up as junk beforehand. Happens on the black market all the time.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times, the buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Yeah, but who would buy something like this?
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
Fair enough.
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here is basically selling scrap.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the Wild Hunt as well. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flintz. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Of course.
Welcome to the treasure.
The treasure hoarders have a booth?
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal
Can one person really represent their
No way. Treasure hoarder, the thing is, the members who'd apply to set up the exhibits used to give themselves ever more highfalutin titles. You know, to boost Spire confidence. Over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo can only have one treasure hoarder booth. The different factions usually duke it out beforehand for the right to take part.
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first, and a treasure hoarder second. Of course it does. The Fruity Order is known far and wide for its heroic deeds.
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights for a few years now. Although, this guy's a new face. So what's the situation in need of mediation?
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey you! I'm a member of the Fruity Order, you hear?
What a coincidence.
Wait, really? First, the more I heard about your order, so when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again...
It's those...
So what I'm getting is that...
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row. So we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out. So, Matt...
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over...
I see.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaboration, this guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, so look after those.
Huh. So this...
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Varka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this pleasant surprise. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes, and on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch and send someone to collect them later.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Lieben? Oh, and Varka, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses special connections to keep the import costs.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Oh, it's true. You're not gonna reprimand him though, are you?
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some cider out of these apples.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made some real profit.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my next venture. I'm planning on heading to Snezhnograd, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one. With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
This exhibitor's demands are ridiculous.
What's wrong?
This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making some extremely unrealistic demands about how he wants them stored. I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but I'm sorry. It's unreasonable to expect us to meet these requirements.
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. You can't just throw them into a warehouse, okay? They have to be handled with care. Tumaini?
Yep, that's Tumaini, all right. So, what exactly do you need?
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about this, please.
Whatever Tumaini means, it seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff.
The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace the earth beneath. The moon was never meant to be a foreign realm.
The sky's clear! The glazed moon shines! Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products, the expo can't take any responsibility.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage. Straight from the Dawn Winery's cellars, actually.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
Ah, you're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send the prices skyrocketing. But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine at Mondstadt prices.
Cool! What kind of connections?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member of this expo, I'm protected by the Voynich Guild. There's no...
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with them directly.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you...
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand. But please be assured that no faction exists in Nodcry that can impose. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery vintage here.
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt.
You...
I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from...
Oh, just you...
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition from you.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets for some tea with me and your 2 old friends?
Hey there! It sounded like you were discussing some pretty serious business, so Paimon didn't want to interrupt.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share. At least there, I can offer you a genuine Dawn Winery vintage.
The Adeptus arts are most miraculous. But unless one first cultivates the mind before cultivating these arts, all their feats will be like the moon's reflection on water, shattering at the slightest touch.
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers. I'm afraid confronting him myself will be more trouble than it's worth.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley! Have mercy!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you...
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at this expo. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully keep things under control.
Oh. Okay, well, as it turns out, we've been tasked with mediating any disputes like this.
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our Wyob are not for sale. Wait a second. This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar, and its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the Wyob. So, tell me, how much did they pay you to ship these out of Natlan?
About 800,000 more apiece.
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natlan don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found a Wyob fragment. I didn't want to correct them, cause that way I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over. No point making a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, thank you, Granny Eatsley.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the music.
Oh.
The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace the earth beneath. The moon was never meant to be a
Hey, it's Alice and Nicole!
Why, hello, Traveler and Paimon. Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all going.
What sort of pricing method is that?
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage. The key is to make people kinda like...
Not for me. We didn't sell much Hex and Zirkle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara specialties just to break even. Wait,
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people?
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a heck for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun...
Oh, they don't call you a great mate.
it's almost time for the expo to end. I'm asking for half a month's leave once we wrap this up.
Finally got time to relax, huh, Yehoda?
Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, things are pretty calm right now. Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Same here.
Yoda! You just jinxed it!
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and no dice.
The same thing happened to me. Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild-supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but I don't see him here.
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope, no sign of him either. Wait, so it wasn't the same person?
Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from him.
What? Why would he do that?
He wanted to use the moral we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return for looking out for us. So he headed out alone.
Gods, this kid... Wait, did he have your certification from the guild with him?
Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, let's not panic. What happened?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
Sorry. Oh, this isn't your fault.
Should we rescue Ati first? But Nodcry's huge! Where would we even start? We could go for the goods first, but we're dealing with a group. If they split up, it'll be impossible to nab them. Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on! You promised Boss Nephew to uphold the guild's reputation, and you promised the kids you'd protect them.
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right! The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch!
Clank Clank Crisis Control Switch activated. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Whoa! Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. If you wanted, you could turn this whole place upside down, but it won't last long, so think about what you want to do. In that case, let's get the stuff.
All units, advance to rescue Miss
Orders received.
Ati! You're all right!
Sorry. I made you all worry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who took you. You just wanted to repay everyone's kindness.
They stole my expo certificate. Did that...
Let's just focus on one thing at a time.
Inventory complete. All goods have been retrieved.
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch, there's no problem in Notcry you can't handle. With so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back. We were able to do both.
I know.
These kids call me boss, and as their boss, it's my job to protect them. No way I'm letting them get in trouble with the guild.
Thanks, boss.
I know who's a great person to have on your side, huh?
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I? Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance. This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
You got this, partner! I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it! Ready, partner? You've got this, partner!
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Here comes the toughest mecha. Time to go all out. You've got this, partner! I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it!
Frontline guidance is up to you.
A gift from the land of the young. Come say hi.
Go get him, Aiden! Light compels.
Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way. Smite the dust. Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Nice! Good shooting!
All the light shines bright! Be gone, Shut!
Be cleansed! The sky's clear! The glazed moon shines!
Wayne, a new moon rises. As you like it.
You got this! Behold, the jump!
Fire support ready! Select a target! Here comes the mother load! Nice! Good shooting!
A moonlit night for all. Go, Lumi!
All the light shines bright! The light compels you!
Without further ado, the sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Smite the dust!
New moons converge. Shine like a gemstone!
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Wind strike, as one with wind and cloud.
Odds were big.
That's good. Up the ante!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Wayne.
Frontline guidance is up to you.
Wind and cloud. That hurts.
Lightning, terrifying. A new moon rises.
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Be silent.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
I'll settle this. Stand with me. Green moons converge.
Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes.
Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives.
Birds call! Wind strike!
Lightning, sheriff!
Fire support ready! Select a target! Here comes the mother load! Nice! Good shooting! Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
A new moon rises.
Be silent. The long sleep beckons. Observe. To dust. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Lightning, sheriff! Absorption test. Stay clear. Swirl. A moonlit night for all.
Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Fire support ready! Select a target! Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting! Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Breather. A burst of blink.
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Extinguished.
Power.
Yeah! Yeah!
Ha! Ha!
Yeah!
Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Nice! Good shooting! Frontline guidance is up to you.
Lost lamb for the everlasting. Animo test 6308. Animo hypostasis emulation.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Let's see what you're made of. Let's see what you're made of.
No more lies.
It all falls into place.
Forest absorption test. A moonlit night for all.
Can't hide the truth.
Careful! Fire support ready! Select a target! Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower! Nice guiding! Well done!
Right.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready. Two separate mechanical combinations like placing a cake atop a steak. I almost never hear this analogy. New attacking units have taken the field. Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard. This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha. I will be your opponent during training mode. Special reminder, please check your starter rewards. The assault will continue. Please remain vigilant. This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha. I will be your opponent during training mode. Ino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%. combat data obtained. Exceeds expectations. Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter. The match is about to begin. Please, get ready. Ha ha. As long as I do not attack, I cannot be defeated. Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter. The final round begins. Time to go all out. Activating analysis module. Learning the traveler's operational logic. If successful, this will increase our efficiency by at least 179%. The assault will continue. Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard. This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.